What's up, guys? We are at my parents' house again. Today we were working on the poop Civic, and I'm starting. Yeah, cool Civic in the background. Pretty neat. Haven't seen that one in a while. But I'm starting by trying to remove this old window sticker that has been on here for who knows how long. It's really gross looking. Take a look at it. It says Michigan Engineering, sort of. And I have a couple things here. I got some razor blades. I'm gonna try just peeling it off first, but I doubt that's gonna work. I have some goof off adhesive remover, and then I got some of this ass cleaner apparently. We're gonna try to spray that down and get it to peel off.
Try to let go of all of the nonsense that you put me through. I give it all to you. I do it all for you. Maybe this feeling's overdue.
Okay, so I got the sticker completely removed here. So I did use the razor blade, and I was just really careful of the lines. As I got close to the lines, I used my thumb instead. I did actually nick one of the lines here, though. Let's see if you can see it. Right there, right above my thumb. But the way that this is designed, it sends power down the grid from that side to that side. And then it also sends power down this, and this line is powered by each one of these other grid lines. So if there is a break, the defroster still works. So as long as you don't have more than one break in a small area. So I only have that one break. I did test this whole thing with the test light, and everything is still functioning properly. So we're good there. Dodged a small bullet, but we're gonna go ahead and keep moving forward here. Okay, I just pulled that bungee out right here, and I have this actually bolted in. This is the thing that I bought online, if you guys remember from a couple videos ago, that this didn't fit, and it's actually bolted in pretty tight right now, but it's not in correctly. So if you look down here, if you can see it, I have it hooked onto the battery tray right there, but it doesn't actually hook into the bottom of the battery tray. So I got to drill a hole down there, and then on here, I went past where it normally hooks into the battery tray right there and hooked underneath it. So I'm going to drill a hole in the bottom there, and I'm actually going to hammer in the side of the battery tray so this thing can grab where it needs to. I know it's kind of like I should just buy the proper one, but I already have this one, and it does kind of fit. I never got my money back for it. So I'm going to make it work.
You wanna hold me close, but I know what you have to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why are you hiding? Tell me, what must I do? Come to you, come to you.
All right, drilled a couple holes here. One right there, and then another one right there. The problem is that the bottom of the, what is this thing called? Battery tie down bracket things. These are more of like a 90-degree bend, and they need to bend up a little bit more so that they can hook into those holes. So we're gonna go ahead and heat them up in the vise and bend them.
It's right. It's right now. Why are you hiding? Tell me, what must I do? Come to you, come to you.
All right, we got these bent up now, and we're gonna go ahead and try it again. I think it's gonna be good. Okay, we got these now. We're gonna go ahead and throw them in, put the battery tray in, and put the battery in. All right, this thing's on now, and it's on there tight. You now need 2 people to change the battery, probably, but it looks cool. So I guess there's that. All right, moving on to the next thing. We're going to go ahead and change these 2 belts right here, the power steering belt and the AC belt. It's not that difficult to get these belts off. You do have to move this power steering pump up and out of the way. First, I'm going to get the belt off. To do that, what you got to do is you have a bolt down there. You can see right where my finger is. And then there's another one right here. Just bust those loose. And then we should be able to just loosen this wing nut to loosen the belt and then pull the belt off. Once we're done with that, we can just take out this bolt all the way, take out this bolt all the way, and take out this bolt all the way, and the power steering pump should come up and out of the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first.
You're mine, mine, mine. It's right, right, right. It's right, right, right now. Why are you hiding?
Okay, so we got this all out. Now what we need to do is loosen up the alternator. So as you can see, there's one bolt on the top of the alternator right here, down in there. Got to loosen that one up. And then there's another one at the bottom of the alternator on the underside of the pulley, right underneath this pulley. I believe they're both 14 millimeter. I'm sorry, I really can't show you without taking the wheel off or something going underneath, and I'm not going to do that. But there's a bolt under there on the underside of that alternator pulley. Take both of those out, and then there's a big old wing nut. You can see it right there. That thing's got to be twisted. Once both of those bolts on the alternator are loose, just twist that wing nut. That'll loosen the AC belt.
You're mine, mine, mine. It's right, right, right. It's right, right, right now. Why are you hiding?
Okay, so we were eventually able to get the alternator / AC belt off. We had to loosen the alternator up quite a bit right here. And then down here, I said I wasn't going to show you this, but I'm going to because I ended up having to do it anyway. This bolt right here is the one that you got to loosen. And then right here is the wing nut. It was seized in this little area right here, so I had to heat it with a torch and put some wax in there to get it to release. And then up here, I was able to put a 12 millimeter wrench on there to break it loose. Once it was loose, we used the socket that my dad modified a while ago. Right here that's open to spin the wing nut. You can get wing nut drivers though, same kind of thing. And we just put that on there to make it go by quicker because you couldn't twist it with your hand and you could only move the wrench a little bit at a time. Once this was loose enough, we then had to take a board, set it on top of the alternator, and hit it with a hammer to get the alternator to move because the alternator was pretty stuck. Then we were able to get the belt off. Now we're putting everything back on in reverse order, and it's probably going to suck just as bad. It's all back together. We got new belts in here. No more squeaking. We got this bracket. Looks pretty good. And then the sticker in the window is gone. And that's all I'm gonna do today, and we'll pick back up on this a different day. That is actually gonna be where I cut off this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to share it, give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe for the next video that'll be coming out shortly. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.